Hello there. So gang bosses are fleeing Liverpool for bolt-hole villas abroad, are they? Well, they'll be back once the heat is off. A 9-year-old girl is killed in what appears to be a gangland bust-up, and Liverpool crime lords are reportedly fleeing to their big foreign villas until the heat dies down. But we all know they'll be back, or if they stay away for too long, they'll be replaced. And what gets me is that it took the vile killing of Olivia Pratt-Corbell to energise the police into action. They suddenly knew who to raid and where, and put so much pressure on that gang lords are grabbing their passports, probably one of their passports, and running. And 2 men are arrested on suspicion of the girl's murder and bailed. Bailed. Are they not also flight risks? Compare that to what's happened to Julian Assange, for example. Here's what the Mail reports. In 2007, there were dozens of high-profile arrests after the gun murder of 11-year-old Rhys Jones shone a spotlight on Liverpool's organised crime families. And now they fear their big homes in expensive suburbs will once again be swooped on as the horror of Olivia's murder smashes the traditional wall of silence, stopping the public from talking to the police about illegal activities. Organised crime families, big homes in expensive suburbs. Sounds like they found the perfect set for the next season of The Sopranos, where the police seem to know who and where they are, and it takes a murder to shock plod into action. Where are the unexplained wealth orders, arrests and seizures of property, including that property abroad where possible? And when you hear about these crime families, the question of backhanders raises its ugly head as well. Anyway, we all know that once a perp is put inside for this murder and the police have some people in custody, that it will all die down and the crime bosses will soon be back to inflict their disease on the people of Liverpool all over again, until the next kid dies and families suffer again. How much longer can this ever-increasing cycle continue until the UK is turned into one big 1920s-style Chicago without the excuse of prohibition? Unless you're a motorist or someone who gets a bit iffy on social media, you can rest easy at night, knowing the police, MI5, the National Crime Agency, etc., 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 are all ignoring you. And where are these highly paid police and crime commissioners in all of this? And if something does jolt plod out of its stupor, then the big crime beasts can just beat a leisurely retreat for a couple of months to their foreign houses. It seems that the UK police don't think it is time to get working. No, they're intent on policing our thinking, and they don't want to go to work, they want to go twerk. Now, some people say if we decriminalise drugs, for example, the problem will just go away. Well, it won't. These are criminals we're talking about, and they will always turn their hands to other, equally unpleasant and nefarious activities. And there will always be people in certain occupations, like addicted police officers, solicitors and judges maybe, who would rather get their fix from unconventional sources so as to keep their habit under the radar. There will always be an opportunity for dealers. And since the pandemic, we have seen 124,000 children go missing from school. How are they going to make a living? And do you not think that they will be easy prey for these crime gang overlords? No, my real worry is that if this gets further out of hand due to the increasing numbers of criminals we appear to be letting into the UK, then I fear the government will start looking at the option of setting up some sort of unit uncomfortably close to the US Bureau of Prohibition led by Elliot Ness, the Untouchables. But would they end up being used against criminals, or against those that might take the law into their own hands because of Home Office and police failures?